Welcome to the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, where we take a look at some of the awesome news and reveals of this week. First up on the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, we have a look at quite a few different things from Takara Tomy. They're going to be doing a bunch of anniversary collabs with some of the companies. And first up, we're going to go over the Diaclone Zoids Transformers collab. And that is the mixture of all three of those brands. And we have a look here at the Optimus Prime Leo Zoid. I think it's a Zyger or Liger Zord. And then the Diaclone pilots will come with it, and there's going to be a part that separates and flies away. This looks really cool. I have the photo here. I'm very excited for it, and this is just one of many things we're going to be talking about on this week's episode. We've got about 2 or 3 other things to talk about just in the Takara Transformers collabs. So I'm very excited about that. We have a look at 2 Zoids that are going to be collabed with Marvel. That is of the red and blue Spider-Man with a Spider Zoid, which this is definitely not for someone who has a fear of arachnids. So if you want to skip ahead, you can. But it looks really cool if you're a Zoids fan. It's got a little Zoid pilot of Spider-Man on it. And then we also have a symbiote's armored symbiote costume Spider-Man with a symbiote spider. And this is kind of cool because, you know, symbiote Spider-Man has some attachments to Transformers when he worked with Gears. So this could kind of fit in with your Transformers collection if you wanted to also. But this is to celebrate Zoids and the Marvel Spider-Man and stuff like that. I guess they're just doing something kind of for the fun of it, but nothing really here that is an anniversary edition, just we could do this because it's awesome. And then something that is very interesting that has got a bit of a debate going around it is that of a 40th anniversary Transformers collab with the 30th anniversary of Macross Robotech 7 or Macross 7. I forget the name of it, but yeah, no, it is a Transformers Macross collab, which is kind of crazy to think because we don't get a reissue of the Jetfire because it is that of a Veritech fighter figure, and it's kind of hard to come out with that as a reissue when there's all that Lego mumbo jumbo around it with Harmony Gold. So it's pretty interesting to see that we're getting this. I'm excited for it. I hope it opens the door for more things. Maybe this is their way of doing a Missing Link Jetfire / Skyfire in the future. But I'm very excited. There's nothing shown yet, but this weekend they'll be showing us the actual product. But it is probably going to be the main character's Valkyrie, so that's kind of cool from Macross 7. So I'm very excited for that. And also, not showing anything yet, but it is going to be a thing. There's the 20th anniversary of Monster Hunter, so they're going to do a Transformers Monster Hunter collab also. We don't have an image of it yet. I'm assuming it will probably use one of the Beast Former monsters molds that we've gotten through Legacy and Kingdom, and we'll probably see some kind of slight retool here or there to make a really cool Monster Hunter monster that transforms into a character. But I just thought that was really cool that we're going to get something from them. We should see something at the same time as the Macross one this weekend at the Japanese convention. They're all going to be kind of revealed at and in the cases, so we'll hopefully get to see some cooler photos of everything. But I just wanted to cover that too because they're also working with Monster Hunter, which is Capcom, which kind of makes me think it'd be cool if they do other Capcom game characters with Transformers in the future. Maybe a Mega Man Transformer, that'd be kind of cool. And lastly, the final thing of the Takara Anniversary Edition stuff is that of the Takara Transformers 40th Anniversary collab with Godzilla's 70th Anniversary. So we're going to get a Godzilla Megatron, which of course is the Studio Series 86 Grimlock mold that will then transform into Megatron and then back into Godzilla mode, which is really cool looking. And then we also have the Laser Prime mold from Legacy. Will be transforming into Mechagodzilla, but not really Mechagodzilla, because it's going to be truck mode, and then it's going to be robot mode, and the robot mode has a lot of features that resemble Mechagodzilla, so that's really cool. So I'm excited for both of these. There'll be more images of them. There's some pretty good images here, but there'll be probably more images of them in person this weekend, and I'm very excited for it. I'm hoping to see maybe more characters and more things come out of this also, maybe like a Mothra and King Ghidorah and all the different, like, maybe different characters. It would be cool to get a King Kong off of Optimus Primal to fight Godzilla, Megatron. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, just really awesome stuff. Over in McFarlane toy news, specifically crowdfunding news, the McFarlane Superpower Friends Batman and Robin and Aquaman and Black Manta and their 2 vehicles crowdfunding program, it funded, and so they pushed the time to the end of this month, August, I believe 31st, for you to be able to get your money in on it and buy one of the different packages you want. I have all the tiers shown here if you want to kind of go through them and decide. But yeah, it's really cool to see that it got funded. There were some people that were nervous about it. I never really covered it here because I didn't even know about it till recently, but it was a way for them to give the fans the Black Manta's vehicle with him, and then Aquaman, and then there was a Batman and Robin with their kind of like vehicle that could kind of help Aquaman fight Black Manta. But I just thought this was really cool and wanted to share it here in case you also, like me, didn't know about it and you wanted to get it. These are all the different versions of it you can get in case you only want parts of it or you want everything in on it. And in other McFarlane toy news, we have a look at some figures that went live this week. First up is a Cyborg from the DC Rebirth line. And this is kind of cool because if you missed the Build-A-Figure Cyborg and you just want an A version of a Cyborg in your collection, now's your chance to try to get it. I believe it is still in stock on McFarlaneToys.com and on Baby Toys Entertainment Earth. But very cool stuff. Very good chance for you to get yourself a Cyborg for your Justice League or your Teen Titans. And then in that same time, a Dawn of DC Red Hood in his motorcycle both went live also. So if you want to get them, they are sold separately usually, or on McFarlaneToys.com you can get both of them for a reduced price than the price of both them separately. But I thought this was really cool stuff. It's always fun to see other characters from the DC universe get some figures, and a way for you to get a character in a different way if you didn't have to build-a-figure through the Target exclusive ones, even though it's a different version of him. And over Mattel news, something kind of funny they're doing on August 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern time, so that would be around, I want to say 9 Pacific time. I could be wrong, never great at time zones. But they're doing a Not Wheels basic junker car Hot Wheel. So it's going to be this line of like not really hot looking cars. So this is like a beater car that's got like broken windows and missing a tire and has washman on the back of the window. And it's just a fun little thing they're doing to kind of make a little joke about, like, you know, we always have Hot Wheels, but what about Not Wheels? And this looks really cool. I like the idea of it. I like that it looks all beaten up and that the colors are different and everything like that. And the backboard has a little vroom 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 and all that stuff on the back, making jokes. You know, usually they have like a, hey, this Hot Wheel is a blah blah blah, and it has all the cool facts about it. But this one is kind of like a joke Hot Wheel, and it's really cool. So if you want to pick yours up, August 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I believe that's 9 Pacific time. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know where it's going to be available. They just say the date. I think it's available on Mattel Creations. It might be available on a bunch of different websites, but I just thought that was really funny that Mattel's doing this, and it looks really cool. And like always in comics that we see this week that we think are awesome, we have a look at a Marvel Legends Deadpool Team-Ups #1, which looks really cool. It has Crystar on the cover, which already got me really excited. I want to see what that's like with Deadpool and Crystar kind of interacting. So that's one of the comics that looks really cool this week from Marvel. And then Sticking in the vein of Marvel, the Phases of Moon Knight #1 is coming out, which continues the Moon Knight story, and I'm very excited for that, so I'm going to be definitely picking that up at my local comic shop this week, reading what's going on with Mark Spector and the Moon Knight universe and everything going on there. And then third and finally, Skybound Entertainments is doing a Transformers #1 that is supposed to be in homage to the original first issue. I don't know if it's going to be page for page or if it's going to have their art style. I didn't want to read too much about it because I want to get excited when I see it, so I'm very excited for that. It's got the really cool original art cover from the Marvel Comics era, but it's got, of course, the Skybound image at the bottom right. It says Transformers, one of a limited series of 4, which I thought was really fun. So, like always, stop by your local comic shops, pick up your comics, and have fun. In our creative corner this week, we have a look at deezmocz, I think is how you're supposed to say it. I'll leave their profile link in the description down below, but it is deezmocz, as is what I think they're trying, what it's supposed to say. I hope I'm saying it right, on Instagram. And they have some really cool Lego builds. Just a few that I threw up here is that of a Lego Dreadnought from Warhammer 40,000, and it does light up. You can go to their page and see the image of it lit up. They also have a Optimus Prime they're building. It looks like the Rise of the Beast one, and like a massive scale. And then a really cool Nemesis Prime shown here with like LED lights and an axe and everything like that. And then there's just a lot of really cool Lego builds they have on their page, from Transformers and Gundam and Warhammer and other cool stuff. And I always love when people make Lego builds that are these cool, elaborate, big like mechs and stuff like that. There's also an image here of a tank-headed robot, which is really cool, so I wanted to share that too. But yeah, definitely go give them some support, give them some likes and follows if you like building stuff and Lego stuff and models and things like that. They definitely could use the followers. Their stuff is incredible, and I feel like they should have way more than what they have right now. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.